This is the video tutorial for the Happy Days Plymouth pouches. They come in 3 different sizes. The largest size is suitable for a book. I'm using it for my English Heritage membership book, but it's absolutely perfect for Slimming World starter pack books. The middle size one is perfect size for an e-reader. I've got my Kindle in. And finally, the smallest one is ideal for a mobile phone. Each of them have got a little pocket on the front, and they're all lightly padded with fusible interfacing. And this is how we make them. You will need 2 contrasting fabrics for the lining and for the outer, some interfacing. I'm using fusible fleece, and cam snaps, or you could use Velcro, or you could use magnetic clasps. I'm going to be showing you how to make the largest of the Plymouth pouches today. We'll start by making the linings. Place your 2 lining fabrics right sides together and line up all the sides and edges, and then add some clips along the side, along the bottom and along the other side. I've added my clips and I've made sure that this will be the top of my lining, especially if you're using directional fabric. I've added my clips all the way around, and as you can see here, I've left a gap here for turning later. I'm now going to take it over to the sewing machine and using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, starting here, sew all the way down, stop, across the bottom, stop, back up this side and stop, start again and stop. I've sewn all the way down, remembering to leave a gap for turning, and I've carried on sewing to the top, and I've also snipped each of the corners for a nicer finish when we turn it. We're leaving it the wrong way at the moment, and now we're going to work on the pocket. Fold down by 1 centimetre, then fold again by 2 centimetres. Add some pins to hold in place. Once you've added your pins, take it over to your sewing machine and sew fairly close to the edge all the way along. You could use a fancy stitch at this stage if you wish. I like to increase my stitch length as well. I've sewn all the way along. I'm now going to attach the pocket to the front of our fabric. Make sure you've lined up the sides and edges, and make sure that this is going the right way. Again, this is the top. So when you're happy, add a few clips all the way around. I've added a few clips. I'm now going to take it over to the sewing machine and sew fairly close to the edge. Tack the pocket into place. This is to stop it moving when we join everything together. I've tacked really close to the edge, holding the pocket in place, and I'm going to put this to one side now and work on the tab. Place your tab fabrics right sides together, and then add a few clips all the way around the curve. I've added my clips all the way around the curve, and now I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine, use a 1/4 inch seam allowance, carefully sew all the way around, leaving this open. I've sewn all the way around, and I've also carefully snipped there and there on the curve for a much nicer finish when we turn it. And that's the next bit now, to turn it the right way out through the gap at the top. I've turned it the right way out and I've pressed it. And now I'm going to take it over the sewing machine and carefully top stitch all the way around. I've top stitched all the way around. We're now going to place the tab onto the back. We need to find the centre first, so fold your tab in half and finger press so you've got a nice line, and do the same for your back fabric. You could measure it if you wish. Then place your tab on that crease line, double checking. Again, if you want to use your ruler, you could check each side. And when you're happy it's in the right position, add a few clips or pins along the edge. I'm now going to take it over the sewing machine and tack the tab into place, so sewing quite close to the edge. I've tacked really close to the edge to secure the tab, and now we're going to join everything together. Now take your front piece, the piece that you put the pocket on earlier, and place it right sides together. Make sure that the pocket is going at the bottom. And once again, line up all the sides and edges and then add some clips along this long side, along the bottom and along this side. Once you've added your clips, take it over your sewing machine and use a 1/4 inch seam allowance, the same as you did for the lining. So all the way down, stop, across the bottom and stop, and then back up. We're not leaving any gaps. Remember, we're not sewing across this top. I've sewn all the way down, across the bottom and back up the top, and I'm now going to turn it the right way out through the gap. Oh yes, I'll snip the corners. I've turned it the right way out and pressed it, and now we've got to put the outer inside the lining, which is still turned the wrong way. Make sure before you put it in that your tab is facing down. So fold your outer in half and then open up your lining and place inside. I've added my clips. I'll turn it round so you can see. I've lined up this top edge and I've matched my side seams, and I've added clips all the way around. I'm now going to take it over the sewing machine, 1/4 inch seam allowance, carefully sew all the way around, joining the outer and the lining together. I've sewn all the way around. I'm now going to turn it the right way out through the gap I left. I've turned it the right way out and I folded in the raw edges of my gap and pressed. I'm now going to take it over the sewing machine and carefully sew along this gap. I've sewn up the gap and I've pushed the lining inside. The last bit of sewing is to top stitch all the way around, so make sure that your tab is pushed out the way like mine is, and then carefully sew all the way around, so you'll be sewing over the tab bottom there. I've top stitched all the way around, The very last step is to add our cam snap. I've added my cam snap, and that's our Happy Days large size Plymouth all finished. I use my Plymouth for my Slimming World book as it's a perfect fit. It's also a great fit for your paperback.